Ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Vikings and the Texans on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 30 on second down, Willis. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The shotgun snap to Willis. And that is incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan. That takes us from second to third down.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, it's Willis. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Strategy there, Brandon. Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second down and goal. Willis in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on the safety blitz.
Second goal, the last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find any way to get the football. He had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Willis on third and goal. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 34 yards that time. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Willis. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 27, Willis. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. They go play action with Willis. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come to the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time down to 5 receivers downfield.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Completes this again to Shepard. He's going to have the Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Being checked. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this is Cook with the grab. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick pass here has got Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready.
2nd and 14. And this is Shepard on the catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Willis. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
That man will stop them some fumble series. We're getting a nice little stand from the defense now.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He'll buy some time right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready? Nothing 19.
Right back to the air with Willis. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. KJ Osborne from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third, here's an option play right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 4th down, Willis. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Malik Willis, 27 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try and escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Touchdown! K.J. Osborne. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go. Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good edge scheme going.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
4th down, Willis. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the... Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Malik Willis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, that's Watkins. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Vikings add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught downfield by Mechie. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Okay, right?
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Willis saw the option to the right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That's what it is.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On the set.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1. It's one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday.